Hello, this is Karen, and I'm back with another three on a theme. All of the books I've chosen this time are in the new junior fiction section in the chapter books, and all three involve kids who have moved here from different countries. So the theme is immigrant kids. The first one is called The Year I Flew Away, and it is by Marie Arnold. This book is about a girl named Gabrielle who has moved to the United States from Haiti and is going to school here. However, when she moved, she left her immediate family and all her friends behind in Haiti. And she's now living with some family members that she doesn't know very well. Gabrielle also does not speak much English, and she really needs to learn it and learn it pretty quickly if she's going to be able to get by in school. So when she happens to meet a witch, the witch gives her three wishes in the form of three pieces of mango. And every time Gabrielle eats one of the pieces of mango, she makes a wish. And of course, wishes sometimes backfire. And that's what happens to Gabrielle. So she wished for the ability to speak English, and that wish was granted. But now that she could speak English, she could no longer speak the language she spoke in Haiti. And she can't talk to her family and friends. So Gabrielle and a friend from school decide they are going to try to find a way to reverse the wishes and go back to the way things were before. And you'll have to read it to find out how they do that. That is The Year I Flew Away. The second book is one I really like a lot. I love the character of Nadia. It is called The Magical Reality of Nadia, and it is by Bassem Youssef and Catherine R. Daly. Nadia is a girl who was born in the country of Egypt, and she moved to the United States when she was 6 years old. So she's used to living here. She speaks English well. She does all the things all the other kids do. She has some friends at her school that she hangs around with. Some of them are from other countries. Some of them are from here, were born here. But she's starting to have a problem with a new kid at school who has begun bullying the kids who came from other countries. And he seems to really like picking on Nadia. Now, there's some special things about Nadia that you need to know. One is she collects bobbleheads, and she has 77 of them. That's a lot of bobbleheads. The other interesting thing about Nadia is she wears this necklace that has an amulet shaped like a hippo. This amulet came from ancient Egypt. It is thousands of years old. And within the amulet, there is a helpful spirit. You might call him a genie. And he does some things to help Nadia out. But the main part of the story is about Nadia dealing with the bully and also with working with her friends so that they can win a contest to create the next new exhibit at the local museum. So you need to read this book and find out everything that happens. Nadia is a fun character, her friends are great, and this is a really good story that I enjoyed a lot. Okay, this last one This could be ripped from the news headlines. You know, if you ever watch the news at night, you probably heard a lot about the refugee camps, the refugees that crossed the Mexican border without having the proper papers and they got sent to camps. Well, this is the story of Betita and her family. The book is The Land of Cranes, and it is by Ada Salazar. Betita and her family crossed the border into the United States, and her father ends up being taken by the immigrant officials and getting locked up. And that leaves Nadia and her mother and her siblings all on their own, trying to fend for themselves until they too end up being captured by the immigration officials and they get sent to one of the refugee camps. And the refugee camp is an awful, awful place to live. But Betita has a way of trying to lift everybody's spirits and make everybody feel a little bit happier, you know, even with the awful circumstances of what's going on. And Betita writes poems. This entire book is written as a series of poems about Betita's life in the refugee camp and why they came here to get away from the violence where they were living before. So, this is a very special book, and I think you'll enjoy it. And that is Land of Cranes. Now, I have to tell you, I tried to find a new chapter book about immigrants that had a boy as a main character. And right now, there just weren't any to be found. So I ended up with 3 books about girls. Hopefully, whatever my next theme is, I will be able to have more boys in the story than are in these 3 books. But I hope you enjoy them. I hope you come check them out and read them. And I hope you like them as much as I did. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.